Yo, what up gamers, I'm Reporter, and today we're going to be watching one of KC Rekkles' Kai'Sa games. He's going to be using the AP build, so for runes we can see he's going to be using the Hellblaze, Taste of Blood, Zombie Ward, Ravenous Hunter, Magical Footwear, and Biscuit Delivery. So the only unusual thing here is the Zombie Ward, definitely not what the average Kai'Sa player runs, and probably not what you should run either. Zombie Ward is a relatively popular option, I think, for high-low ADCs in Challenger, because they tend to play, you know, a lot more with their support, controlling vision. The supports are a lot better controlling vision. They're going to be taking down a lot more wards together than you will be with your support. So they just get a lot more value out of that. As that bell reminded us, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, guys. I'm constantly making VOD reviews on, you know, professional ADC players. So if you're interested in that, make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gonna be, yeah, as you can see, so they're fishing for a ward here as well, with that red trinket. Sometimes people will often just run to the ball in here and place a trinket. Not so much at your MMR, but at this elo, it's a common option. So starting off there, trying to see if they can find the new bot lane, see if they can find a trinket. Not gonna be able to find anything, but just gonna be setting this brush. So presumably Poppy's okay with not getting a leash here. So they're gonna try and get an advantage in this lane by maybe seeing if they can catch out the new bot lane here. Because they got a really good level 1 with the Rel, so if they're going to have really strong level 1 engages and good damage in the level 1, so if they can just cheese a level 1 engage here, it could potentially be really good for them. We'll see what they're able to do. So it's very unlikely the enemy bot lane managed to sneak into that brush. They already checked with the red trinket that the enemy bot lane isn't there, so as you can see immediately Rel just running in with the engage. Kai'Sa Q already takes down the melee minions, so not getting focused down by that. As you can see, just immediately running down the Jhin and going to be finding the re-engage. Going to force the flash from both the Jhin and the Twitch. So that was huge. Now going to be taking some return damage, unfortunately. But in the long run, going to be much better off for this. And especially because they managed to take away all of Jin's HP. Unfortunately, he does have 4 potions with the boots. Already chugged 2 potions. And will be managing to get some HP back through this. Also worth mentioning, actually, that the Jhin is actually Bean, Fnatic's ADC during Worlds, who had to take over for Upset once he left. And as you can see, so actually Panic placed 2 different wards here during the level 1. And that's going to be 2 free stacks from the zombie ward for Rekkles. So we're all trying to find another engage there, not going to be able to find it. So now as you can see, Jhin did manage to sustain himself quite a bit with that triple potion. So he's already going to be back to full HP. Since the Rel lost a lot of damage in the level 1, she's not going to be in a great spot to engage right now. In fact, she might choose to back. Maybe, maybe not. Gonna be still looking for an engage, even at low HP. At the end of the day, yep, Twitch did have no flash, so just going to be an easy pickup for them. Great use of that Hexa flash to actually find that fight. Rel knows that it doesn't really matter if she's low HP. All she needs to do is provide that HP and then be a meat shield, even if it's only 20% of her HP. As long as they're focusing her and not Kai'Sa, it's going to be a worthwhile trade. I mean, it's only a 1-for-1, really, but they seem to find that more worth than just not going for that 1-for-1 trade. So, also worth mentioning, Rekkles started with the longsword and 3 potions. Pretty typical, especially on this build. Since they want to rush, typically Serrated Dirk is what people do on this Kai'Sa build. It's a very good power spike, and you just almost always get that on your first back if you start that longsword. And definitely against the AP Twitch, who... Ooh, okay, gonna be looking for another engage here immediately. Trying to get him ranged there, and with the help of the Poppy, who flashes through... able to take down the Jhin. Now trying to take down the Twitch before he kills Kai'Sa. Gonna be able to do that. Perfect. I'm just gonna be shoving. Shouldn't really have to be too worried here. Only potential thing that could go wrong here is maybe Lee turning up. I'm not sure if we've seen Lee on the map anytime recently. Oh, okay, here he is. So that's probably just gonna be a Rekkles dead. No, okay. Flashes away to make sure Lee can't hit him with the E. Lee, I don't know if Rekkles knew this, but he didn't have flash. If he did have flash, he would have been able to just chase off the Rekkles. Does not have that though. Does not chase him down. Does not find the kill, but is able to take down Rel. Now sitting on 2 deaths. But 3 kills on the Kai'Sa are going to be extremely worth it. Jhin trying to cancel the Kai'Sa back there with a W. Trying to get vision there, but not able to find her in time. He actually went for the Swifties, which is really common as a rush item on Jhin. I would go more into depth on that if this was a Jhin bot review, but it's not, so I won't. Meanwhile, Rekkles is going to be grabbing this Red Dirk and the tier and another longsword. Huge backer, actually. Just had a ton of gold to spend there. It's definitely going to be a lot more useful in fights than Jhin at the moment. Jin's focus is mainly going to be on trying to avoid those fights, for which the Swifties will help a lot. So, probably going to be looking more to engage on the Twitch in general than the Jhin. But we'll see if they're able to find fights onto the Jhin too. So Twitch currently missing. I don't know if he's like roaming anywhere. I haven't been paying attention. Oh, okay, there he is. They catch him in vision. Okay. I'm actually able to find the engage onto Jhin. That is incredible range. So they're able to get a lot of return damage onto Rel, as is common. So this is the risk with engage supports, is if you find the engage but don't kill the ball in and then you have to back off, you take a lot of damage on the return. You gotta be sure you're not gonna die during that return damage. But Rel knocked down to half HP, which is fine because ooh, okay. Able to find another engage off the Twitch there, so she had a lower flash cooldown than Twitch did. And is able to abuse that Twitch flash coming up soon. But not in time to save him from there. Now, yes, able to find that kill onto Jhin. Perfect. Yeah, so this strategy of like you engage onto them, take off half their HP, then you back off and lose half your HP as well. This works in favor of the engage support if they're not dying, because obviously they're the first ones to get to deal damage through their engage. And if they're dealing half of the opponent's HP and then half of it again, well, you would expect the opponent to die first, right? If they only get to deal half of the Rel's HP on the return. And the most important thing is that they don't actually get to deal that return damage onto the ADC. It's always, pretty much always just going to be onto the Rel, or, you know, if we're talking about a Nautilus, then the Nautilus, just any engage support. It's going to be really hard to actually, like, deal damage to the ADC in that scenario, where a Leona or a Rel or whatever is diving onto you. Whereas Rel has the option to choose who she wants to focus and how useful that focusing that person will be. And in this case, whether they pick Twitch or Jhin, it's a fine option either way. Usually you'd always want to focus the carry, obviously, almost always. But I mean, this balling is basically 2 carries, so either one is fine in this circumstance. So Rel gonna be roaming. Ended up getting taken down. That is Renekton on the top side though. Unfortunately, not going to be able to walk up and abuse the Jhin here right now because the Jhin already had a bigger wave built up. So definitely doesn't want to walk forwards and risk a trade, and then if he ends up losing, then again there's that return damage to worry about. They're actually going to be potentially freezing, I imagine. Otherwise he wouldn't bother. No, okay, they're not actually freezing. So just wanted to... Oh, I see. So I guess Jin's backed, so he just really wants to crash this faster. So he didn't want the turret the wave to go under turret. He just wanted to kill the wave as fast as possible and not have it interrupt his wave. So his wave just gets to move along as fast as possible. And start shoving the next wave as fast as possible. Or actually, maybe they just saw Twitch on the other side of the map. So even if Jhin hadn't backed, they knew that Jhin would be vulnerable to a dive. And we see that even though Jhin, you know, he's around. And I don't know if he backed. But I mean, he's around and he's just not able to do anything. Because he knows that they have the potential dive set up. Ooh, actually, we're all going to be fishing for the Hexa Flash. I can't see... Okay, actually able to find the Jhin Flash there, which is huge. Okay, now here's that return damage from the Jhin ult. Always really risky to engage on the Jhin and not kill him because of this reason. And that is going to be one dead Kai'Sa. And also going to be a pretty big shutdown. I didn't catch who got that kill. I think it was Jhin, actually. I'm not sure. Whoever got that, though, got a pretty massive shutdown onto Rekkles. As we can see, he already finished the Manamune. That is a really early Manamune. I'm going to be able to get the Q evolve there. I don't know if you spotted that, but he actually did the evolve animation cancel on his Q. And the way you do that is you you know, evolve EQ or whatever your ability you need to evolve, and you almost immediately recall, almost at the same time, but not quite. The recall needs to be just slightly after. There's a very specific timing, and to get it right, you pretty much need to click the evolve with your mouse and then press B with your keyboard. It's a very specific timing. You have to practice it a bit to get it consistently, but it's not too hard to nail it once you have some practice. And is it terribly useful? Not really. I mean, I played Kai'Sa literally for years. I think only within the past like 6 months or something I learned how to do that. Just because it didn't seem like a big deal. But it's nice to get it once you actually put in the effort to learn that. Actually gonna be Roll going down there to the Lee Sin. Ooh, actually Rekkles going really aggressive here. So he has a lot of minions in the turret here. As you can see, that's gonna help him take down the Jhin, but unfortunately he cancelled an auto attack, so not gonna be able to pick up that kill, which is a shame. That was a very aggressive move, and came so close to paying off. Even if he died 1-for-1 there, his shutdown is already gone, so that wasn't an issue. And you see that Jhin had like, you know, 10 minions to lost under the turret there. If he had taken down Jhin there, that would have been a lot of missed farm for Jhin, and not so much for Rekkles. It would have been extremely worth. Unfortunately, did not pay off. And I'm going to be grabbing the double dagger. Could build it either into Nashor's Tooth or the Berserkers. I'm guessing he will probably go for the Nashor's Tooth before the Berserkers. That's what I always do at least. So that'll build into Recurve Bow. So yeah, the way, I don't know if you're familiar with this Kai'Sa build, but in case you want to play it, because it's really strong right now. The way it goes is you build Manamune with a Serrated Dirk for the Q evolve into Nashor's Tooth for the W evolve. And at that point you can build Berserker's Greaves to upgrade your E evolve as well. And then third item will be the Crown of the Shattered Queen, just keep you safe and add some more ability power to your arsenal. Just make your W deal a lot of damage. You can also go Ludens, but Crown is just a lot cheaper and a lot better, honestly. It allows you to move on to the rest of your build a lot faster than if you go for the more expensive Ludens. Okay, gonna be getting engaged on by the AP Twitch here. Gonna lose almost all of his HP there, as you can see. Actually gonna lose all of his HP. That is the deadly AP Twitch engage. Jhin just contributing nothing except ulting and just forcing Rekkles to run instead of fighting back. Gonna lead to a double kill for the enemy bot lane here. As you can see, now with a bit more levels under their belts, red team able to fight a bit more on the bot lane here. And now that's a very fed AP Twitch, actually sitting on 10 Dark Seal stacks. And actually probably going to be able to get the Nashor's Tooth after this too, so going to be a really big issue for Rekkles and Rel here. By the way, his support is Hantera, his support at K-Corp. Don't know much about him honestly, but I know that much. They're actually going to be rotating to the mid lane here. That's curious. I wonder if this is just Rekkles making that call, asking Victor if he can go bot. Just because we can see how much he's struggling already against the Jhin and Twitch. This might just be temporary though. Maybe Victor just went of his own accord to catch a wave. And now Rekkles will try and shove this mid wave and then rotate back bot. But yeah, I don't know. I think this might have just been a permanent swap and been a call by Rekkles. Because obviously he doesn't necessarily outscale the Twitch and Jhin. Jhin at least is, or sorry, Twitch at least is pretty good as AP late game. Ooh, okay, gonna be unleashing onto the Kai'Sa there again. Rekkles forced a flash out just to not die. And yes, you see the Nashor's Tooth on the Twitch. If he had managed to reach full stacks on the Kai'Sa with a Z, that would have pretty much just killed Kai'Sa completely. Kai'Sa, if not getting immediately one-shot by the E, would have just died to the passive afterwards. So yeah, we can definitely see how Rekkles just really wants to avoid this. Now he's just running away to the top lane. Hoping for his life, the Twitch will not follow him here. No, actually just going for the dive on the Renekton. Able to spot out that opportunity and going to be able to get the top lane turret off of that. Ooh, okay. I actually went for the Berserker's Greaves before the Nashor's Tooth. Interesting. I personally have not tried that yet. I just always go for the Nashor's Tooth rush because I want to get that W evolve ASAP. But I can imagine this isn't too bad either. Maybe it's even better. Because you're not going to be completing the Nashor's Tooth for a while anyway. So this is definitely going to be the quicker power spike. And you definitely have, like at this stage of the build, right? You're not even AP yet. Like everything you've got so far is just, you know, Nashor's Tooth, Manamune, and Serrated Dirk. At this point of the build, you're pretty much only AD. So obviously Berserker's Greaves going to work out really well with that. Now finally gets his first AP component, which is Emptome, but, you know, not going to have a massive amount of AP yet. Okay, so I think he was trying to hit the Jhin with a W there, but gets blocked by the minion wave. Wouldn't have been able to hold onto him anyway because it doesn't bolt. Ooh, clean juke under the Jin to be there. Using his E defensively there, doesn't want to get forced down by the Kassadin or the Lee Sin. Just waiting for his time to shine, waiting for an opportunity to actually unleash without taking any damage. He's not able to find it there. The enemy team just chooses to disengage in the end. I'm gonna leave Rekkles to farm up this wave. Yes, as we get further into the game, this Twitch is probably going to be a pretty big issue. Rel had the advantage in early fights, but as you can see, Twitch now a huge problem, so I'm not too confident about their ability to outscale the Twitch Jhin, I don't think. But the Kai'Sa at least should definitely be outscaling the Jhin. It's more about the issue about Twitch utility versus Rel late game. I think Rel is definitely going to be a lot more inconsistent in her value because it depends really on her ability to actually find like fights where she can CC multiple targets at the same time with her engages. Can potentially be pretty huge, but there's no guarantee about that. Whereas Twitch, you know, it's just always going to be really, really easy for him to make plays once he has that gold. Fortunately, he is already being shut down a little bit, so has lost his half of his Dark Seal stacks. Is only sitting on 5 at the moment. And actually, probably going to be going for the Crown of the Shattered Queen, I imagine. So not going for the full damage build, but definitely going to be a really big issue. So say he unleashes on the Kai'Sa with the Crown of the Shattered Queen. And Kai'Sa doesn't have her crown yet, right? So not only is Kai'Sa going to be like pretty much one-shot if in like 2 seconds if Twitch gets his full burst off, but Kai'Sa won't even have the chance to try and burst him back because he is just going to be not taking damage thanks to Crown. That is going to be a big issue for the Kai'Sa. Even if Twitch is now dealing the most damage possible, it's just going to also be like impossible for her to ever fight back against them. Okay, so Rekkles being really cautious here. He saw the enemy TP. Doesn't want to step into the river. Doesn't want to get flanked. Again, waiting. Just waiting for his opportunity. Waiting for a good time. So Kassadin here has ult. He's not going to walk up and deal damage. Now, okay, the fight is already lost at this point, so yeah, just not going to do anything here. Just unfortunately not a fight where Kai'Sa could ever deal damage here, unless she just wants to coin flip getting one shot or not. The enemy decide to focus her there, she's just dead. Especially without his flash here, just no room to go aggressive. Okay, gonna try not play the Kassadin here. Unfortunately, as you can see, just that easy for the Kassadin to take down the Kai'Sa. Plays it as safe as he possibly can, still goes down, just like that. Snap of a finger. Okay, now Victor. Just taking on a little bit more than he can chew. Probably cut out by the Twitch. I didn't see exactly how this started against Twitch. Probably snuck up on him. It's a Rekkles. Currently trying to finish off the Nashor's Tooth, but was not able to pick up enough farm there, unfortunately, before it was taken down. Gonna be interesting to see if he can turn this game around. I'm not gonna lie, I did not check to look the outcome of this game. I do not know if they turned this around or not, so we're both gonna be in suspense here. I only checked to confirm that it was using the AP build. And I was able to pick up the red buff there, thanks to the generous Poppy. Victor actually gonna be the one picking up the farm here, so Rekkles just not really gonna have great options. Doesn't even bother stepping up. What's the point? If Twitch unleashes on them with the Crown of the Shadow Queen, they both die. Him being around is not gonna help him. Not gonna help Victor. It's just gonna get them both killed. Especially if Jhin unleashes with the ultimate. It's actually, now that I think about it, it's such a deadly combo. The Jhin with the Twitch. Twitch unleashes from stealth, and Jhin unloads with the ultimate. Just a completely unexpected engage that would just take you down very easily. Especially because the Twitch poison, you know, the W would make it just impossible to dodge any Jhin ult shots. So, like, even when there's no people visibly on the map, Rekkles just has to be extremely careful. Already sitting on 4 deaths, even with how careful he's playing. I mean, you know, it's really, really, really hard to play out this game, actually. Oh, already has the Nashor's too, by the way. So already got the W evolve, and we'll also have the E evolve as well, since he went for those Berserker's Greaves beforehand. At least now he's much stronger now than he was a minute ago. In a fight, should have much more chances of winning, especially with the stealth. Gonna be able to hopefully be a little bit more easily survivable. But okay, we can see Twitch has now finished the crown with the Shadow Queen as well. So Twitch, like I said, gonna be a huge issue. Nobody is gonna be able to burst down the Twitch before Twitch can burst down them. Okay, going aggressive on the Kassadin. They're flashing in. Sees that Kassadin doesn't have the crown, and that's gonna be 1,000 gold shutdown. So that Rekkles clearly feeling that's worth using his flash. Even with how valuable the flash would be throughout the game, it's worth it to get that 1,000 gold shutdown. Oh, did he actually only just get his E-evolve? Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, actually, I don't think he had it before, come to think of it. I don't think he stealthed during his E. I thought that was just a bug, visual bug, but no. Okay, apparently you need to be level 11 then to get the E-evolve. I didn't even know that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. They can run, they can't hide.
Okay, yeah, apparently Red team gonna be going for the Baron there. Not much else for Rekkles to do here except just grab the Drake, so that's what he will do. A lot of people, they just, when they know the enemy team is gonna do Baron, they just walk to the Baron and do nothing else about it. Actually, are they even on the Baron here? Somebody just deep it to mid. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time people just walk the Baron and then just sit there and watch. They just think, huh, what can I actually do about them taking this Baron? And their answer is nothing. I can't do anything. So they just chill around waiting for nothing. Like, what is the point? If you know the enemy team is on Baron, think in advance. Can I actually do anything about this? And be realistic with yourself. Because, of course, you'd like to think, yeah, of course, I can, like, poke them down. They'll turn around to focus me. I'll walk away. They'll cancel the Baron. Yeah, no, that's never going to happen, realistically. No, a lot of the time, you just can't do anything about it. Just push bot, get a Drake, steal some enemy jungle camps, try and get a turret maybe if it's safe, you know, but don't just go to Baron and watch them do it. There's no point. The worst part is people usually die when they do that. They watch the enemy take Baron, then they get caught afterwards as well. Stop it, alright? Anyway, actually gonna have the more mana now, so gonna be really strong at the moment. All three evolves, got the more mana. He's not necessarily at his strongest point right now. Ooh, okay, gonna be aggressively jumping in there. Gonna be finding Jhin maybe. Jhin has to flash out. Okay, getting unleashed on by the Renekton, but Renekton just doesn't have the damage. Okay, so now has to take down the Twitch and the Kassadin, both massively scaled at this point. So waiting for his opportunity right now. Doesn't have the W to deal damage from a safe distance. Ooh, gonna be in trouble now. Trying to, yeah, position where he won't get hit by the Kassadin ult. Manages to avoid it, but yeah, even with the help of Floppy there, still gets easily taken down. Okay, so currently sitting on a pink ward, so I'm interested to see what he actually builds. I actually never know what to build after this Nashor's Tooth. I've never actually looked up what people do after that. I've just always like experimented, like maybe let's try Rabadons, let's try Shadow Flame, what about Voice Staff? Let's see what people actually do, or what Rekkles will choose to do here. Yeah, already has the Crown of the Shadow Queen. Didn't quite notice when he picked that up, but he has it now at least. And holding on to that pink ward as well.
That'll leave a mark.
Okay, able to land some harassment at the Renekton there.
That was easy.
Not able to hit the second one though. And of course, as you can see, he's actually... okay, so he's got 3 points in W and 2 points in E. He accidentally put a point in E out of habit. Honestly, I can tell it's just out of habit because the same thing happens to me. I constantly put accidental points in E on Kai'Sa because I'm just so used to maxing E second on the AD builds. Ooh, okay, gonna be a rel engage there. Rekkles trying to harass from the backside. Put out some damage as safely as he can. As you can see, not overcommitting. Just gets taken down by the Kassadin just so easily. Plays it so safe. And all for naught. So sad to watch. He could not possibly be playing these fights any safer. But what does it matter? At this point, why not just run in and die? If you're gonna die anyway. At least put out some damage, you know? Instead he plays it really safe. Doesn't do much damage, but you know, just bides his time, waiting for his opportunity, and then boom, just randomly dead for no reason. Looks to watch. Okay, so he's actually sold the pink ward for a needlessly large rod, so that's going to be either headed towards the Shadow Flame or the Rabadon's Deathcap. I have no idea, honestly. I would assume probably the Deathcap, actually, because I think if he was going for Shadow Flame, he would just go for Hextech Alternator, maybe, because at least the passive feels really nice to hit opponents with W with, but I have no idea which is really more efficient, honestly. I don't know much about AP items. I'm just an ADC player, man. I'm not used to this. Hey, Twitch going for the poke there. So if Twitch wants to unleash the ultimate now, he will. Unfortunately, probably should not have done that, because not actually going to be able to do much to Kai'Sa with his team peeling him there. Ooh, excellent peel from the Rel there. Does he get taken down by the poison? No, he does not. Nice, huge. Kassadin tipping in somewhere, and you can see Rekkles just being really safe, as usual. There's not much he can do to contribute to this fight. He can't even auto-attack. Somebody who could flash, auto, kill him. There is no point trying to contribute here with anything except the W, so just immediately going to run back the base and get that HP back. Once he's got HP back, then he's useful again. So a lot of the time, I will just see people stick around on like 10% HP, and they know they can't do anything, but they want to stick around anyway. Just immediately base. Unless you can actually contribute on that HP. Some champions can, like Xerath. Kai'Sa, she can contribute with a W, sure, but if you know that's not going to win you the fight, then you know, just throw out a W while you're leaving, as Rekkles did, and just get your HP back. You're going to be so much more useful as AP Kai'Sa, even as AP Kai'Sa, if you can actually auto-attack. Anyway, as you can see, Crown is not overpowered at all, as we see 4 in one game. Okay, you're going to be able to find a pick onto the Jhin there, behind the Kassadin. Kassadin takes down Poppy. Ooh, Cass has no mana though, so gonna be probably taken down very fast there though. But the stopwatch bait. Ooh, it's gonna be Rekkles getting taken down. Cass does go down as well, at least. So that's something, and that's also gonna be a massive shutdown. I didn't catch who got that, but whoever got it just got a massive influx of gold. So let's see how much red team can get off of this. Only waiting 8 seconds for Victor to revive. And be able to at least provide some wave clear and some deterrent towards the enemies to actually get them out of your base. Okay, so they leave now, having taken 1 inhibitor extra. Currently 2 down in total. Oh, actually, Victor going for the TP flank. Trying to get some morph, trying to punish the overall play as they went for that inhib. And see if they can get something back. Able to bait out a very good fight. Again, the Crown just absolutely balanced, making sure the Victor doesn't get one-shot for his massive fucking 1v4 flank. And we see Rekkles just going for the farm. Not going to be able to get to that fight in time to contribute anything, most likely. So not going to even bother trying. Just wants to clear out these minion waves. Remove the risk of the minions potentially taking down some Nexus turrets. And just also getting a lot of farm in return. So turning back the base now, presumably has his item. Will he go for Shadow Flame or Rabadons? Going for the Rabadons. That was interesting. So even though he presumably had gold for the Shadow Flame before he revived here, he chose to hold on to that and just go for the Rabadons instead. So clearly prioritizes the Rabadons upgrade very heavily compared to the Shadow Flame. And definitely prioritizing it over the Void Staff too. The enemy team does not have much Amara. Besides that, just their base Amaras alone, not worth... Ooh, okay, trying to go for the lead, but doesn't quite find him through the wall. He's not able to get in range. But able to do so much damage onto the Cass here, as you can see. And Kassadin just doesn't have Zanya's quite up yet. Maybe he thought he did. But either way, he got CC'd by the Poppy so fast. Even if he had Zanya's there, I can tell you he was not going to cast that in time. Just got CC'd and taken down way too fast. Now Rekkles trying to see what he can do. Again, waiting for his time to shine. Letting Poppy get waiting for them to try and take down Poppy. Unfortunately, just once again gets outplayed. Plays it as safe as he possibly can, just gets one shot. Ah, the AD carry life, man. Isn't it wonderful? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, guys. Like I said, I'm constantly making videos about this. Well, I'm not constantly. I mean, that's the thing. I don't actually make money off of these videos right now because this channel is not monetized. But I definitely do like I do enjoy making these videos, and I would love to keep doing them. Just want to see this channel grow so I can keep doing that. So I have more incentive to do that. But either way, even if I don't currently make money off of it, you know, I'll definitely be doing some of these. So make sure to subscribe if you enjoy that, like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, gamers.